Welcome to Insights into Insurance with Tom Sorensen of Americana Insurance Group. All information provided is educational in nature and not intended to be acted upon without first consulting the appropriately licensed professional.
It's a Saturday morning. It's time for Insights to Insurance with Americana Insurance, and we're going to welcome in one of the newest members of the team at Americana Insurance, and that's Renee Ulenhopp. Good morning, Renee.
Good morning, Mike. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. That's kind of, what is your new title, I guess, at Americana Insurance?
I am the Personal Lines Marketing Manager.
And let's go through a little background, Renee, for those folks that maybe don't know you or where you came from, and kind of give a little brief history of where you're from and kind of how your family is.
Well, I grew up in Iowa. I grew up in a little town called Belmont, in that area. Went to school in Kanawha. Lived on a farm my whole life, and got a lot of farming background history here. But went off to college for a while, and then I started into the insurance world, and here I am.
And family?
I have two sons. I have one lives in Iowa, and he is a lawn care service landscaper, and I have one out in Colorado that is a financial advisor or financial planner.
Okay. So some older children, and I understand, we won't hold this against you, but you're a big Iowa Hawkeye fan.
Huge Hawkeye. Go Hawks.
Go Hawks.
Yes, we've been Hawkeye fans for, at least 20 years. Took my boys there when they were, I want to say 4 and 6. So, and then my oldest he graduated from there a few years back, and we've gone to the Hawkeye games probably 20 years. So.
And the nice thing about the Iowa Hawkeyes, for those folks on the football side of it that don't know, I know the Iowa City Hospital is right next to Kinnick Stadium,
yep.
And that's really a unique setting. Renee, we'll talk a little bit about that setting.
That's a big deal, especially now that they've come up with that the wave to the children's hospital, the children up there. That is just such a huge deal. But there's just nothing better than that feel, walking out on that stadium, walking around, and the hospital's right there, the college is right there. It's a great thing.
Unique atmosphere for sure.
Yes,
in Iowa City. We're visiting with Renee Ulenhopp from Americana Insurance. And Renee, how long have you been with Americana Insurance Group now?
Well, I just moved here to the area in about October and started working here at Americana in December.
And people will hear us talk a little bit throughout the day here on Personal Line Marketing Manager. What exactly is a Personal Line Marketing Manager? What do you actually do?
Well, it's kind of a piece together of a couple thoughts here. I kind of build and manage all of the personal lines accounts in our office, and in doing that, I trying to create and build improvements, build ways to grow for growth within our agency.
Taking a look at different insurance policies and making sure which ones work and which ones don't, so to speak.
Yep, exactly. Figure out ways to round things out and make things better for our clients and for our agency.
You mentioned just briefly that you do have some history in insurance business. Maybe let's touch a little bit about you're not a greenhorn. You've been around the insurance business for a little while.
Yep, I started out 8 years ago in an office back in Belmont, and relocated to Mason City area and worked there for a few years, and now I've just relocated here to the Wells, Minnesota area. I moved up here with my sweetheart who works in Wells over there at Blake Greenfield. So that kind of brought me up here, and then I was introduced to Tom, and here I am.
What attracted you to Americana Insurance?
Oh my gosh. I walked through that front door, and very warm, very inviting. Just wonderful people, and that personal touch. And sitting there when I started working there, just observing the agents that work there, they have that one-on-one with their clients. They're very knowledgeable. They're experts in their field. They know how to work with the clients and how to service every need possible.
I know we've talked with Tom Sorensen before with Americana Insurance, and we've talked about family, and I think you hit it on the head right there. Is the clients are treated like family.
Yeah.
Everything that goes through Americana Insurance, it is one big family. You find out about their son, their daughter, their mom, their dad, their grandma and grandpa, and it is just a close knit. You're not intimidated when you walk in the door.
You're not. Nope, you surely are not. You're treated like everybody's extended family members. We're all one big happy family.
And when a tragedy happens in a family, you folks are right there to ease them through that process.
Exactly. Yep.
Let's talk a little bit about why someone should contact you as far as looking at the personal lines of the insurance business.
Well, contacting myself, I'd say, it's one thing to reach out to an agent, pick up the phone, and go through the yellow pages, but for someone to walk through that office or to pick up and call us, they'll know at our office we are reliable, we know our jobs, we're knowledgeable, and if there's anything we need, we're going to get that for our clients. But I would say history shows itself here in this office that we have the same repetitive, we have the consistent clients, and our ratio of keeping those on board is tremendous.
We're visiting with Renee Ulenhopp of Americana Insurance, the newest team member of the Americana Insurance Group. And Renee, talking a little bit about the reliability. The thing that Americana Insurance has always said is, we can review maybe on a yearly basis or maybe every 3 years. Very important to review what you have for a policy. And the key is when you walk into Americana Insurance, we've mentioned that intimidation factor. There isn't the intimidation, and your clients don't feel like somebody is digging into your personal business. It's mainly to find out exactly what you need and the coverage that you need.
Exactly. Just in conversation, we may find that you have a snowmobile that you completely forgot to tell us, oh yeah, I bought that a couple months ago. Well, you know what? That's still an asset that we need to help you protect your asset. We need to help you get coverage on that, so everything's taken care of.
We've talked about remodeling the home. Maybe you're doing a little change in apartment. If you have renter's insurance and you thought, boy, I never even thought about renter's insurance. Remodeling your home. You've changed the way maybe the bathroom is set up, the square footage is set up. That's a key factor with Americana Insurance, is to kind of review what you have, and you don't ever want to come back and say, boy, I wish I knew about that, because after the fact it's a lot more expensive.
Exactly.
Let's talk a little bit about how you feel Americana Insurance and their philosophy on actually conducting business. What is the philosophy that you feel with Americana Insurance?
I think here at Americana, they're very team-orientated. They're very family-orientated. They're hands-on, very, very personal touch. They make sure that every client is taken care of, and if someone calls in or if someone comes through that door, there is always someone there to help them. If I'm not available, there is someone else in that office that can help at any given time. So that in itself is huge. There's always a support backbone there, and we're willing to do whatever it takes to make sure that every one of our clients is taken care of, whether we're there, whether we're not there. And once they walk out that door, whether it's a policy or whether it's a claim, whether it's an endorsement they've came in for to get evaluated or looked at, when they leave, I think that they leave worry-free. I mean, they leave everything in the hands of Americana, and they do, the gals there, guys there, they do a great job.
And that's the very nice about Americana Insurance. If you call them, 377-2000, and you have a question, you talk to somebody locally, first of all. You're not put on hold for a lengthy period of time. They will find if the person that you normally deal with is not available, they'll find somebody that can help you and get you in the right area.
Right. Right.
We're visiting with Renee Ulenhopp, the newest member of the Americana Insurance team. We're going to take a quick break, and we come back. We're going to find out some of the favorite things that maybe hobbies for Renee, and what's the favorite thing she likes about her job when we return with Insights to Insurance with Americana Insurance here on Kate.
Got that new home edition and you're keeping it covered.
Brad, I can help with coverages. Man-to-man coverage, zone coverage, combo coverage.
I don't know, Peyton. I was thinking the types of coverages that your nationwide agent offers.
Oh, like home, auto, business, life, farm, boat, your tour bus.
Products availability varies by state, agent, and other factors. Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company, Columbus, Ohio.
For all your many sides, there's Nationwide. Call Americana Insurance Group at Albert Lea and Wells today.
And welcome back to Insights to Insurance with Americana Insurance. We're visiting with the new special member of Americana Insurance. That's Renee Ulenhopp. And Renee, let's talk about what are some of your hobbies?
Well, I would say my first love is I love crafts. I love to quilt. I'm a big quilter. That's really big right now this time of year. But when I'm not quilting, you can find me curled up with a book. If the weather's nice, I love to get out walking. Summer hits, and I'm a big golfer. I love golfing.
We talked with you a little earlier that you are a Hawkeye fan, but also we're kind of transposing you into a Minnesota Viking fan as well.
Yeah, I think those Minnesota Vikings are really growing on me. Those nail-biting games are growing, but I do like the Vikings, so I'm getting there.
Our fingers are crossed for a big game tomorrow. I know we've talked with Tom every Saturday, and Tom's not here this Saturday, but he's very proud of the entire staff, and of course Renee is the new member of Americana Insurance, part of the community, and that's something, Renee, we talked about. Is it's very important for everyone at Americana Insurance to be involved in the community. You see these folks out and about, be it church, be it volunteering, doing business. During the harvest season, they were out seeing the farmers with meals. So very involved in the community.
Yeah, they are.
Let's talk a little bit about what is your favorite thing to do with your position?
My favorite thing is I love meeting people and visiting with people. I like to sit down with the insureds, and my biggest thing is like, in our job in personal lines, it's like putting a puzzle together. As you visit with the insured or the client and you gather that information, then it's taking all of that information and piecing it together like a little puzzle and getting everything together, customizing a plan, an insurance policy that meets their needs.
And some of the plans can be just simple jigsaw puzzle, but some of the plans can be very extensive and lots of intermingled pieces. Maybe they have a business that they work out of their home, or other types of activity. They have numerous homes, they have numerous cars, snowmobiles, boats. You kind of put all of those pieces together to make it a nice collage when it's all done.
Correct. Yep. It's quite interesting, and it's very rewarding when it all comes together and that insured or that client is happy, they're satisfied, and it's a good feel.
You mentioned quilting, and it's kind of like quilting, putting those pieces together on a quilt and putting it all together so that it's a beautiful, there's no questions when it's all said and done.
Exactly. Yep.
Let's talk a little bit, Renee, on how do folks get a hold of you as they're listening to this program here and they say, boy, Renee sounds interesting despite being an Iowa Hawkeye fan. We want to find out more information. How do we get a hold of Renee?
Well, you can contact me at the office, and that number is 507-377-2000, or simply you can shoot me an email, and it's Renee, RENEEU, at AmericanaInsurance.com.
Or they can also go just to the Americana Insurance website and put in a request there as well. This Saturday we don't have an email question, but we want to welcome you to Albert Lea as kind of a newcomer, the Wells area. And Renee, we wish you nothing but the best with Americana Insurance Group as the personal line marketing manager, and we'll move forward, and we'll have to get you on again on another Saturday morning, maybe in the fall when the Iowa Hawkeyes are playing the Gophers.
When that football's up and going. Well, thanks, Mike, and thanks for letting me come in and visit with you. I appreciate that.
That's our new team member from Americana Insurance, Renee Ulenhopp. And stop into Americana Insurance, introduce yourself. And the number is 377-2000. 377-2000 for Renee at Americana Insurance. And that'll do it for this Saturday morning. We'll be back next Saturday with more for Insights to Insurance.
You've been listening to Insights into Insurance from Americana Insurance Group. All information provided is intended to be educational in nature. Before acting upon any information obtained during the Insights into Insurance radio show broadcast, consult an appropriately licensed professional.